Hey, this is David Kaplan here with an unlimited baseball break brought to you by T-Mobile. Coming up later tonight on In the Loop Prime, we'll have part 3 of our Field of Dreams Come True feature. 9-year-old Colt Kyler and his family make it to Wrigley, where they get the VIP treatment, and Colt gives the grounds crew a hand. Comes your way after the post-game show. We go back to Len and JD at the confines. Glad to see you boys. Saw Holly in his great outfit tonight.
Yeah, he looks good. He kind of reminds me of you, Cap. You taught him well. Hey, Cub fans, join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list today to claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and free to register. For details, Cubs.com/waiting list. Foul strike on Jake Arrieta. In a good groove on the mound, but trailing 1-0.
Oh, yeah, take matters into your own hands. He's certainly capable. Silver Slugger winner last year. Hawk has been willing to shoot that fastball up and in on the right-handed hitters. That'll open up some avenues down and away with the changeup.
Yelich stays with it, makes the catch. All right, I got a tweet. We get a couple a year. This one from Kyle wants to explain on the scoreboard here at Wrigley, the iconic scoreboard in center, the numbers of the pitchers on the out-of-town scores. Now, if you look at Miami Cubs on the left, so let's go over there. So 31 is Locke, 49 is Arrieta. But you look at everybody else. That number does not correspond to the uniform number, okay? It corresponds to the number in the program, which I believe you have.
Yeah.
Right, so go to St. Louis.
Yeah. St. Louis.
13 and 4.
Adam Wainwright
to center. And the wind's going to knock it down as Yelich makes the catch.
Yeah, they're listed in the program here in the scorecard that you get at the ballpark alphabetically. Each pitcher is listed 1 through, most clubs are carrying 13 pitchers these days, so 1 through 13. Adam Wainwright is 13th alphabetically on the Cardinals, so he would show up on your scorecard as number 13. Who's number 4 for the Reds? Bryce.
So he must be in the game.
Yeah.
So if you come to the ballpark, that's the corresponding number. It is in that scorecard.
Oh, it's 4 for St. Louis. Yeah, that would be John Gant.
Okay.
So Gant relieved Wainwright. And Adelman is still in the ballgame for Cincinnati.
I love the little code. I love that it's just it makes you go look at something else, and it's very cool. And the other part of it is on a night like this, if you add up the number of scores under National and American, you can't put them all up there. We've got 30 teams in the major leagues, so that's 15 games with a full schedule, and you can put, what, 6 on each side.
I wonder how they determine who gets eliminated. I guess the West Coast games would be, if you had too many, you would keep them off. Is it?
You just have to kind of figure out which ones not to put on.
Yeah.
We've got the Nationals and Dodgers a little later.
There's another game you could play at the ballpark. Who's not listed?
The Cubs are listed as Cubs. The White Sox on the American League board listed as Chicago. They've got an interleague game tonight. Pirates and the Orioles is not on the board tonight. You have to use your phone for that one. Jay draws the walk and keeps the inning alive for Bryant, who's been on twice.
Hey, what did Russell do, by the way? I was looking at the scorecard.
He flied to center.
Standing tall here tonight. We mentioned at the outset he has not had success against the Cubs and certainly not in this ballpark. Winless here, 0-3 with an 8.42 ERA.
A strike. Off the inside corner.
That was a cool shot, wasn't it? The third base camera.
Yeah.
Fans in the background. Jay taking his lead. Base runner always wary with that left-hander on the mound.
A bullet foul. Not a whole lot going on offensively tonight. The Cubs have 2 hits, both singles. The Marlins have but 1 single. That's it. Jay took off right as that ball hit the dirt. And he'll make it in safely.
Second wild pitch charged to Locke tonight, and great read. You got to look at the secondary lead and no hesitation from Jay.
We talk so much about good base running, and it's just, as you say, it's the anticipation of if it hits the dirt, I'm going.
Yeah,
Oh, it hit the dirt, now I should go. At that point, it's too late.
Yeah, you've got to be ready. You got to anticipate the ball in the dirt. And a lot of guys are looking for separation one way or one direction or the other away from the catcher. I talked to Brandon Hyde about it on the last road trip. He said he'll talk to his guys about, certain catchers are really good at, what he called smother and recover. Other guys not so much. And the 2 outs, especially with the wind blowing in, that's a time to be aggressive, to get into scoring position.
Again, Locke making just his 2nd start since coming off the disabled list. It's the first couple of months with an arm issue. And has been really good in both starts so far. But he just walked Bryant, and on the play, Jay will advance to 3rd. Pitching coach Juan Nieves will head out for a visit before Rizzo bats.
Nothing doing in the Marlin bullpen. Locke has never been particularly efficient. Typically takes in a lot of pitches. I think it's the nature of his stuff. He just can't challenge the middle of the strike zone. He doesn't have a lot of movement on his fastball, so he's got to move it up and down, in and out, change speeds. Be willing to get into some deep counts. When you pitch backwards, he can throw change-ups in hitters' counts. I smell a line drive coming here.
High for ball 1. Consecutive 2-out walks, a couple of wild pitches. And a chance here for Rizzo. Well, there you go. Deep right and gone. J.D. smelled a line drive. Rizzo hit a home run.
Well, that smells good. It's got a fine bouquet and great legs. Rizzo continues to do damage against Jeff Locke. Try to change up. And boy, he threw it in a bad spot. Those belt-high change-ups usually get hit hard. There's your Ford home run replay. That's a line drive, all right. Line drive that carries into the bleachers.
Nice grab in the front row.
Cubs are in the mood for a curtain call.
So he ties Bryant for the team lead with his 13th. And they've got the lead 3-1. You got a good nose for this game. Third homer of the series for the Cubs. All their runs have come via the homer. Riddle can't handle it.
E6, that ball looked like it had a lot of funky spin on it. Hard to tell there, but he was scrambling over trying to square up and get in front of that ball and couldn't handle that hop.
All this happening with 2 outs. 1 strike to Hayward.
And we always talk about the leadoff walk. How about the two out nobody on walk to a guy who doesn't hit for power. With Bryant and Rizzo behind, obviously credit Jay for working the walk. But that'll haunt Locke tonight.
Goes, and another ball hit pretty well. Stanton will make the play. Contreras will score easily. Hayward's got a double. It's 4-1. That's an unearned run as the Cubs take advantage of the error.
We talked earlier about how Rizzo and Hayward both had outstanding numbers against Locke, a pair of left-handed hitters that have really handled this left-hander. Rizzo with the home run, Hayward with his second hit of the night, a ringing double to drive in Contreras. And that'll do it for Jeff Locke.
And here comes Don Mattingly. And yeah, this whole game changed on a dime on the 3-run homer by Rizzo. They've added on to that. 4-1, still batting in the 5th.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a medication, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain and protect my joints from further damage. Humira has been clinically studied for over 18 years. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms. It's proven to help relieve pain and stop further joint damage in many adults.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB. Hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Talk to your doctor and visit Humira.com. This is Humira at work.
Announcing Hyundai's Better Than Ever sales event. Come in now for the biggest savings in our 30-year history on select new Hyundais. Like up to $4,250 total savings on the 2017 Elantra.
Really? Wow.
And every new Hyundai comes with an amazing warranty. America's best warranty. Hurry in before the best offers in Hyundai history are, well, history. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. Better Than Ever is the reason to buy now. Lease the Elantra for $109 a month or get up to $4,250 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Cub fans, help send your Cubs to Miami for the 2017 All-Star Game. Vote early, vote often, vote now at Cubs.com/vote. You can vote up to 5 times a day and up to 35 times total. Totally, dude.
Time for the Weber Sauces and Seasonings call to the pen. Call grilling flavor up to the big. Second consecutive night we've seen Brad Ziegler.
He can go to the post. Very durable. Has been for a long while. 28th appearance of the year. He has not had a lot of success so far this season with an ERA above 6.
4 runs in here in the 5th, and the Cubs lead by 3. So Jake Arrieta got that offensive support he was seeking. He has retired 14 consecutive Marlins. And of those 14, only 2 have hit the ball out of the infield. The 1-1. Almora watched it go by. 2-1. Breaking ball at 72 for a strike. Albert, not so sure. And he strikes out swinging. Cubs send 8 to the plate in the 5th inning. Anthony Rizzo, after a couple of walks, with a line shot, a home run. Predicted by JD. 4-1.
Cricket has something epic for you. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. Switch now and get a brand new smartphone for free. Plus, you can get a $50 bill credit even if you don't need a phone. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
This is the original light beer. Brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste. To be enjoyed from first game to last call. Miller Lite. Hold true.
To err is human. To anticipate is the Lexus RX. With pedestrian detection, auto braking, and lane departure alert, standard. Experience another step closer to a safer world. Experience amazing.
Look at this Euro cottage-style bedroom.
Get everything you see here for $3,617?
Wait, what?
We must be in the wrong commercial, Bob.
This is more like it.
Same look as the other guy, but less than half their price.
Dresser with mirror, queen bed with storage, chest with secret lift-top compartment, even a nightstand. Everything you see here for an untouchable $15.99.
$15.99 complete.
Dare to compare at mybobs.com.
Cubs up 4-1 as we move to the 6th. This is your Miller Lite game report. A big 5th inning from the Cubs, and it all started with John Jay's walk, 2 outs. And Bryant told me earlier today that he is one of his favorite teammates. He does absolutely everything. It speaks to his character that he's not starting every day, but he's always ready. He's always able to pinch hit and come through in the big moments, and he's always staying positive on the bench. Not to mention, guys, he said he may be the best DJ in the clubhouse, always playing the reggae music. But Lynn, being the musician that you are, guess who Bryant said is the worst DJ by far?
Anthony Rizzo? Was I right?
How'd you guess? Why would you have said Anthony Rizzo?
The way you asked the question, I guess. That was just a good guess on my part.
A very good guess. Apparently, he plays it a bit too loud for Bryant.
I'll tell you why. I said Anthony Rizzo. I like the music Anthony Rizzo plays, but he plays music that I listen to and JD listens to. But the 25 and 24-year-olds, they listen to stuff that came out within the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
JD, am I right?
Yeah, I would agree, yeah.
So that's not a knock on Anthony at all, but I think he's into more of the stuff that his parents might have been into. 2 balls, 2 strikes on D. Gordon. Off the inside corner. Did Scooter Gennett just homer again?
I mean, as in 4?
4 homers, 10 RBIs.
No way.
Scooter Gennett having one of the best games offensively any individual has ever had.
That's amazing. Well, last night you brought up that article about the things you never see in a baseball game, and 4 home runs have been accomplished 14 times. Sluggers all. You don't hit 4 home runs in a game without being a slugger, but Scooter Gennett doesn't really fit the profile.
He's not going to have a chance for 5 most likely because it's 13-1 going to the 9th. My goodness. First Red ever to hit 4. And, you know, the Reds have only been around since, what, 1870 something?
Well, think of all the sluggers that have played there. Frank Robinson, Johnny Bench, Ted Kluszewski, Tony Perez.
Gordon bounces. Russell doing a good job to jump all over that ground ball because Gordon, one of the fastest guys in the league, and that's 15 in a row retired by Arrieta.
On the move, fluid through it. And you got to have a sense of urgency with Gordon going down the line.
Keith Law just tweeted Scooter Gennett has hit 9.5% of his career home runs tonight.
That's amazing. This is amazing stuff.
Man, I love baseball.
You have to change his name from Scooter to Slugger Gennett.
Yep. Stanton grounds to Russell. And Rizzo digs it out.
They're out on the ground for Arrieta.
Addison knew he had more time with Stanton running, but maybe got flat-footed, causing that throw to be a little low. Well, he was moving in the right direction.
Ball got in on him a little bit. So that's the potential downside of the shortstop rotation, right? You take Russell, who's arguably the best defensive shortstop in the game, and take away some of the playing time. He might not be quite as consistent out there.
Well, Fangraphs, according to defensive runs saved, they have him leading all shortstops. So even though he's had a few bad throws this year, he's made a lot of big plays.
Yeah, has great range in either direction. Well, just look at the middle. We talk so much about middle of the diamond defense. Now Moore in center, Baez and Russell up the middle, and Contreras behind the plate. There's some pretty dynamic athletes, those demanding positions. Scooter, he hit 14 last year. I remember that was part of the story, how he changed his swing, was driving the ball a little bit more. but he had 3 this year coming into tonight.
So Yelich aboard with 2 outs. And Arrieta hopes to avoid the fate of Locke, who walked John Jay with 2 outs in the previous half inning. By the way, we've got some major competition out in the Cubs bullpen in terms of the dancing. I swear it was Brian Dunsing who kind of caught my eye with the original home run.
Yeah, Brian is sneaky. And good to see Lester Strode getting after it too. And sometimes Lester will just hang out in his chair and do a little arm dancing.
Ozuna fouls off his foot. Well, the goal is to win the game tonight. We know that's number 1 on the list, but I'll tell you, Jake Arrieta's performance to me right now is the headline. Coming off a real good one in San Diego.
Yeah, he's trending in the right direction.
Nearing 100 pitches, and his 0-2 is bounced to third. That's Chris Bryant. And that's it for the Marlins. Let's check out those dance moves once again. That's Dunsing, right? The front?
Yeah. Yeah. Just sliding behind Carl Edwards.
When you drive the most awarded minivan of the year, you look like a winner. But back in our pre-Pacifica days, you suffered our share of loss. Dad may be shining like a diamond today, but he wasn't always the people's champion. What are you doing? Thanks to our Pacifica, he knows better now. Just wish he knew better then.
Bad boy for life.
The right family vehicle makes up for the wrong one. Get yours at the Drive and Discover Pacifica event.
Get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 total bonus cash when you purchase the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
It's a new season, a winning way, with high hopes and even higher expectations. A new chapter is set to begin with only one question.
What's next? What's next? What's next?
I'm only here for a blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress.
Sometimes it's hard to leave Goodwill with just one thing.
Ah, blue dress.
But it's okay. With your Club Goodwill Rewards card, you can earn points with every purchase for even more savings.
You always amaze me.
Do you watch stuff on that thing?
Yes. Well, have you heard about Full Screen? Sounds familiar.
Full Screen is a subscription video on-demand platform and app available right now on your phone.
We got comedies.
And we've got dramas.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It is a lot. It's over 1,500 hours of content.
And you can browse by mood. Stop. Sorry. Yeah.
Eligible AT&T wireless customers can get Full Screen on us for 1 year, plus stream an app without using your data.
He came, he saw, he conquered. Colt Kyler was a superstar amongst champions. You know, once-in-a-lifetime trip to Wrigley Field, and CSN was with him for every smile. Field of Dreams Come True continues tonight on the Loop Prime right after Cubs post-game live. They're going to give this kid his own mini-series.
Kyle Bearclaw is on. Look at the walk totals, way too many. 21 in just 23 and a third innings. So pitching in lower leverage spots, trying to get sorted out.
And pitched to a 2.85 ERA last year, had huge strikeout numbers. He did walk a lot last year, but the walk rate significantly higher this season. Big arm, mid to upper 90s heater, and a nasty slider. Last year, the gap between his strikeout and walk rate was almost 23%. This year, it's under 4%. It's a tough way to make a living.
Two and one on Baez. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball. 2-2.
It's a tough matchup for Javi with that slider. Unless he makes a mistake and leaves it on the plate.
Arrieta on deck, working with a 3-run lead. And Baez takes a walk.
It's only the second unintentional walk he has taken this year. What good work. And something started in the 6th.
Looks like Jake's letting that beard grow a little longer than normal. He lays down a bunt.
Yeah, you know, don't normally see that, but I like it. I like to see the pitchers go ahead and be willing to sacrifice, or I should say Joe have them sacrifice a little bit earlier. They've had success. They were successful last year a lot of times when they wouldn't bunt until there were 2 strikes. He likes to let them swing, but certainly at this stage of the ball game, you got a 3-run lead. Makes sense to play for a run.
Let's see if Russell can knock him in. Strike on the outside at 96.
A little line drive into shallow right would be just fine.
0-2.
Spelt Bearclaw, but it's pronounced Bear Claw.
Much cooler, isn't it?
Bear Claw?
You should call his curveball the Bear Claw. Like a wrestling move. The changeup grip looks like a Bear Claw. And Russell waves at a pitch in the dirt. So 2 down. It'll be up to John Jay. I wanted to mention there's a piece online. I'll have to tweet it. It's ourgame.mlbblogs.com by MLB historian John Thorne. I guess Baseball Reference recently got past the 19,000 mark in terms of men who have played in the major leagues all time. And they do a lot of research. It's a lot easier to do now with technology. But they uncovered a new major league player, I believe 80 years after he died. They had, I guess way back in the day, a lot of the box scores would not have first names unless you had 2 players with the same last name. And so a particular player was misidentified as Tyler Schaefer in 1884. And they did a lot of research. They ended up finding out his name was Frank Schiffhauer. Schiffhauer. And so now officially he has been logged as a major league player all these years later.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Now, he didn't play a lot.
Were they able to dig up his numbers? Do they have his career?
Played like 65 games in 1884. So it's a long piece, and it kind of goes through how they actually found Schiffhauer, and I guess it had been shortened to Schaefer, and that's where the confusion came in. I'll tweet it at Len Casper. After 6, it's 4-1 Cubs.
Chicago Cubs are family, bonded by generations in the pursuit of late October nights through the best of times, the worst of times, and 108 years of prayer.
Chicago Cubs win the World Series!
Introducing the Wrigley Field Chrono by Original Grain, featuring wood reclaimed from original Wrigley Field seats. More than a timepiece, a piece of time. Visit originalgrain.com.
The summer of Camry is in full swing with savings you'll have to see to believe. Find deals like never before on the 2017 Camry that's designed with you in mind. Sleek, safe, and smart, Camry is turning up the heat on summer savings so you can keep your cool. Get yours before it's gone. See your local Toyota dealer during the summer of Camry and lease a new 2017 Camry for $199 a month. Or get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Really? Oh, relax, babe. I've got T-Mobile. It's all unlimited, so I've got unlimited access to all things MLB.
Are you sure that means all things?
Yeah, totally. Oh. Good morning, Bryce.
Dude, what time is it?
Funny filter time. Say something funny. I'm not that funny. Yeah, still kind of funny.
Thanks.
I got unlimited data, so we can just keep going if you want.
That's how he wakes up.
I know.
Like perfectly coiffed. T-Mobile One. Stream, post, and share all things MLB on the most advanced LTE network. Unlimited data means unlimited baseball.
RBI Baseball 2017 returns with fast-paced pick-up-and-play MLB action packed with all your favorite MLB teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Get RBI Baseball today for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and mobile devices. Learn more at rbigame.com.
Coming up, the 7th inning stretch tonight. 4 members of the Chicago Bears: Connor Barth, the kicker; Pat O'Donnell, the punter; Pat Scales, the long snapper; and safety Chris Prozinski coming up. Arrieta with a 4-1 lead and a first pitch sinker for a strike on JT Realmuto.
Closing in on 100 pitches. This will likely be the end of the line for Jake. If we get through 7. And match his season high. He went 7. Second start of the year in Milwaukee.
That's Pedro Strop and Brian Dancing-Dunsing in the bullpen. Hit pretty well. Right center, that ball slicing, and it's going to drop. And Almora will get it back in, but not before Realmuto will have 3. It's a triple. I'm just glad they didn't collide out there as Almora and Hayward got together.
Yeah, it's slicing away from Almora towards Hayward as they pursue this ball into the gap in right center. Both guys feeling like they had a shot at it are selling out, and
now you can see Hayward pull up a little bit.
Yeah, Albert sees Jason, then finds the ball, kicks off his shoulder back into the ivy, and so it will not be 7 innings for Jake tonight. He'll have to settle for 6+1. But an outstanding effort. Great work.
They'll leave to a nice ovation. We'll let you hear it, and we'll be back.
The new $5 lunch is so fancy, I'd like to serve it with a cloche. What's a cloche? This is a cloche. And this is the A1 Bacon Cheeseburger $5 lunch, now served all day. All day? Open to cloche.
The new A1 Bacon Cheeseburger $5 lunch.
Whatever you're getting ready for, come into Supercuts.
We pay attention to every detail and then finish with our signature hot towel, so you feel clean, sharp, and not just ready, but super ready. Save time by checking in with our mobile app or at supercuts.com.
Save big on great Father's Day gifts at Bass Pro Shops, like Redhead 8-pocket shorts for under $15. Mr. Steak Patio Grill starting at under $350. Plus free catch and release ponds and giveaways this weekend.
Ah, graduation day. A time for parents to beam with pride as your youngsters embark on a swell future. All but one, that is. You see, Billy thought it would be neat to try Taco Bell's new boldly seasoned naked chicken chips, dipped in a sinful side of nacho cheese sauce. By graduating to these crispy triangles of temptation, the only diploma Billy will receive is a master's degree in being hooked.
Actually, it's a bachelor's in fine arts, and these things are awesome.
What a waste.
Brought to you by the Council for Eating Fried Chicken the same way you always have, and not Taco.
Thursday on CSN Plus, the Cubs take on the best in the West as they open up a series against the Rockies. Coverage starts at 6:30 with Cubs pregame live, or stream the game live at csnchicago.com. Weber's sauces and seasonings call to the pen. It's left-hander Brian Dunsing, a man at third, nobody out. Cubs lead by 3.
And if you're thinking, hey, I haven't seen Brian Dunsing in a while, well, you're right. It's been a week since he last pitched. Tonight he works for the 20th time. No wins, no losses, a 3.04 ERA.
It's Real Muto at third. Riddle takes wide for a ball. On a hop, and it squirts through Russell. Real Muto's in. It's now a 4-2 ball game, and the tying run will come to the plate. And that'll close the book on Jake Arrieta. And that
right through the 5-hole. That ball had a lot of pace on it. I believe that's the first non-throwing error charge status in Russell this year.
Should be an earned run. I think Real Muto was going to score no matter what, because Addison was playing back. So that'll be it for Dunsing. Pedro Strop is in, and we'll be right back.
So if anyone has a reason that these two should not be wed, speak now.
So sorry.
Oh, no.
It's just that your friend Daryl here is supposed to be live streaming the wedding, and he's not getting any service.
I missed like the whole thing.
What?
And I just got an unlimited plan.
It's the right plan, wrong network. See, Verizon has the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in America. It's built to work better in cities. Tell you what, just use mine.
Thanks.
No problem. All right, let's go live. Say hi to everybody who wasn't invited.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plus, get our best smartphones for just $15 a month.
At King's Hawaiian, we believe that when great food and laughs are shared with others, life's just more fun. And who better to share it with than those closest to us, our neighbors? So, pull the grill out front, America. Be sure to have plenty of King's Hawaiian buns and barbecue sauce on hand. And let's make this the summer of the block party. This summer, you could have Dirks Bentley at your block party. Learn more at goodmorningamerica.com/block party.
I love how USAA gives me the peace of mind and the security just like the Marines did. At one point, I did change to a different company with car insurance, and I was not happy with the customer service. We have switched back over, and we feel like we're back home now.
The process through USAA is so effortless that you feel like you're a part of the family.
I love that I can pass a membership to my children and that they can be protected. We're the Williams family, and we're USAA members for life.
Call USAA today to talk about your insurance needs.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Check out the variety of luxury premier options that Wrigley Field has to offer for your next client, corporate, or family function, like the all-inclusive Fannie Mae Suite located in center field. Visit Cubs.com/premier for an option that fits your needs.
Arrieta started the inning. Brian Dunsing, and now Pedro Strop. Runner at first. Nobody out. And the batter is Moore. And he looks at a pitch low on a slider.
Put that slider down and away like he knew it was coming.
Six plus, 2 hits, 2 runs for Arrieta. Back to Strop. Take your time. Nice throw. They turn it. 1-4-3.
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge here, is taking your time, realizing the ball sits so sharply back to you that you have time to set your feet, make an accurate throw without having to put too much on it. Ideally, if you can, you like to clear the mound so you don't have to deal with any funky footwork. Leave that to Baez.
Looks like Derek Dietrich will hit for Cologne.
You're so amped up to get that double play, there's a tendency to want to rush that play.
Outside for ball 1. Two and 0. Ichiro waits on deck. Dietrich started at third last night. And fouls into the front row of the upper deck and then down to the main grandstand. 2-1.
Dietrich, a guy can play all over the infield.
Two and 2 now.
It's put together, man. He's got some forearms.
And a quick pitch. Driven to left. Jay will have to go chase it down. And Dietrich with an opposite field double. That ball took off.
Yeah, we had the shot of Jay out there earlier playing very shallow for D. Gordon. Dietrich a bit stronger than Gordon, capable of driving that ball over your head the other way, and he does just that.
Here's Ichiro off the bench with a hit last night. Now has 3,043 in his major league career. He is 43 years old. And takes a strike. 97 from Pedro Strop.
Maybe tomorrow we can get an Uehara Ichiro matchup.
That would be fun.
Combined age of 85. Ooh, how about the action on that?
Oh, 2. Rookie of the Year, MVP, first year in the big leagues. 2001 with Seattle. Hit .350. Won a Gold Glove, Silver Slugger. 242 hits. That first year, stole 56 bases. At age 27. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Time for the Mazda 7th inning stretch with the Chicago Bears.
Tonight's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Chicago Bears, Connor Barth, Pat O'Donnell, Pat Scales, and Chris Brzezinski.
Chicago, on your feet. I want you to sing this with us. All right, Gary. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back some rooting for the Cubs. If you know it's a shame, for it's 1, 2.
seventh inning stretch is brought to you by Mazda. Driving matters.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed. When everything is designed around you, the driver, you can. The new Mazda 3.
Now get the 2017 Mazda 3 for 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 APR bonus cash.
You totaled your brand new car. Nobody's hurt, but there will still be pain. It comes when your insurance company says they'll only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do, drive 3/4 of a car? Now, if you had Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you'd get your whole car back. I guess they don't want you driving around on 3 wheels. Smart.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Dietrich stays in and plays third. And the new pitcher is Brian Ellington. Four to 2 Cubs late. Strike called, Chris Bryant. The Bears Glee Club did a nice job.
Yeah, very enthusiastic. Good choreography.
He took up a lot of space in the booth. Some big dudes. 1 ball, 1 strike on Bryant, who has singled and walked twice. His second walk preceded the Rizzo go-ahead home run. That's deep and off the wall. Bryant hustling towards second. He'll be in standing with a double.
I have an IKB. Single, walk, double. Two-seam fastball. It doesn't really sink, just slides across the strike zone. And boy, I thought for a minute it was going to get out of here. Didn't miss by much, just below the basket. Chris not taking anything for granted. Hustles into second base.
StatCast is powered by Amazon Web Services. You called for a line drive, and that's what he did. The old frozen rope into the bleachers and right.
Ellington, another one of the big arms coming out of that Marlin bullpen. He can get to triple digits.
"26 years old, 16th rounder, University of West Florida. Hails from Gainesville.
I have to say, I've never heard of the University of West Florida.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
So Scooter Jeanette's 4-homer game tonight. There are 2 players ever to hit a grand slam as part of a 4-homer game. Mark Whitten, Cards versus the Reds, 1993. The other to do it. The same matchup tonight. And it was a Cincinnati ball player to do it.
A hard-hitting Mark Whitten.
Muscled out into right for a base hit. Bryant being set. Here comes the throw by Stanton, not in time. It's 5-2. Rizzo's knocked in 4. And the Cubs have their 3-run lead again.
Rizzo Corporation getting it done here tonight. Two-strike approach. Chokes up on the bat a little bit. Shorter stroke. Effective.
Wilson pops it up back to the seats. Pirates and the Orioles are tied at 5 in the 10th. Milwaukee beat the Giants 5-2. Chase Anderson improving to 5-1, beat Matt Cain. 2 hours and 35 minutes at Miller Park. 7 2/3, no runs for Anderson.
Yeah, he's been really good. Can end up an all-star if he keeps that up.
So the Cubs will need to close this one out to keep pace in the Central. Wellington's 1-2, blew it past him at 98. And if the Pirates win that game tonight, they're going to catch the Cardinals for 4th. Meantime, the Astros went into tonight with a 14-game lead in the American League West, and the Nationals with an 11.5-game lead in the NL East. Jason Hayward turns on one. That'll get Rizzo home. He's got 3 hits tonight. 6-2.
They're going to have to pass out a lot of game balls tonight with this performance. And that's center cut velocity, but in a sweet spot for Hayward where he can get extended.
Almora has walked and fanned twice and looks at a pitch low. 4-run 5th, 2-run 7th, and we're not done yet. One and one on Almora. And into center. Hayward had to make sure it got through. He'll stop at 3rd. That's their 4th hit of the inning.
Amazing how a guy with such good stuff can get hit so hard. Slider flattened out on him. Well, good read by Hayward. Has to make sure it gets through. Still going to sell out. Push hard to third, but that's as far as he can go.
Juan Nieves out chatting with the catcher, Real Muto, and then a couple of final words for his pitcher, Ellington.
Don't you kind of wish Zach Duke was a teammate of his?
I agree.
Stand side by side.
Well, you could say the Cubs bats have duked Ellington tonight.
Muto out with some signs. See what they're going to do if Almora breaks, whether they'll throw through or not.
Already a 4-run edge. And a foul out of play. Well, top two teams in the American League East are the Yankees and the Red Sox. That sounds familiar. And Boston with a 5-4 lead in the 8th in the Bronx. Yanks with a 2-game lead.
You mentioned the dominant performance of the Nationals and the Astros. Nobody else in either of those divisions playing 500 ball. Well, those two teams playing great baseball, but a whole lot of mediocrity. The rest of those divisions, AL West, NL East.
That's a fair ball. Hayward scores. Almora coming around third. It's a 2-run double for Baez, and they have busted it wide open. 8-2.
Just continue to hammer Ellington here. It's like they know it's coming. I mean, for a guy with his stuff, I wonder what the average exit velocity is for Cub hitters in this inning. They are just barreling up everything.
Off the bench, it is Ian Happ, who homered twice on Sunday night. Switch batter, hitting left-handed. Double, single, strikeout, double, single, double here in the 7th. Another quartet of runs. They did it in the 5th, and they've now done it 2 innings later. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Outside. The first homer for Happ on Sunday traveled 443 feet. Just trying to at least give Schwarber and Bryan a run for their money.
Three and one, going to tighten up the batting gloves. Sitting dead red here.
Ball 4. Let's go back a couple of nights. On the national stage, just inside the foul pole. And the old curtain call. Ron Mattingly will take out Ellington. It is 8-2 in the bottom of the 7th.
Right now at Feldco, it's Grand Slam savings.
Call 866 for Feldco.
For a very limited time, you can save $1,000 on Feldco windows with a $1,000 instant savings card. Plus pay no interest for 1 year. It's Grand Slam savings.
These Grand Slam savings won't last long, so hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
The beer that's as refreshing as refreshment gets. Meinenkugel's Summer Shandy.
Look out, burgers and fries. A new power couple is here. Bacon cheddar burger and pizza. Introducing Papa John's Bacon Cheddar Burger Pizza with dill pickles, hickory smoked bacon, and zesty burger sauce. Try one on pan or large crust for just $10.
Papa John's.
Jeanette waiting. Got a fastball. And bye-bye, baby! And that ball is tagged into right center field. Is this going to go? You got to be kidding. Now this one down the left field line. Has he done it again? He has done it again! Liner to right field. Jeanette, the first run ever, with 4 home runs in a game. Unbelievable. Can you believe it?
Great calls by Tom Brenneman. A Giga Time moment powered by Xfinity. Scooter Jeanette with a career night. He had a great month in one game.
Just incredible. That's the beautiful thing about this game. You just never know when you go to the ballpark on any given night what you're going to see. There's plenty of firepower in that Reds lineup, but if you're going to handicap who's going to have a 4 home run game, you're probably going to pick 7 or 8 guys before you come around to Scooter Jeanette.
Edinson Volquez kind of wrapped up player of the week with his no-hitter last week. I feel like Scooter Jeanette just did it this week.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
He doesn't even have to play again, although I think he will. Dustin McGowan ahead of Russell.
All I know is if Scooter shows up in camo, I'm not pitching to him. McGowan, 35 years of age, has been on the big league scene for a long time now. Came up with the Blue Jays back in '05.
All right, I want to know how Scooter Jeanette's OPS fared tonight. So he was slashing .270, .308, .450 going in. All right. Tonight, five for 5, 17 total bases. Now he's at .302, .336, .578.
Wow, that's
so batting average went up
jump.
32 points. On base percentage went up about 30. Slugging went up about 130. That's a pretty good night.
Solo home run, 2-run homer, 3-run homer, and a grand slam. First player ever to do that in one game.
Lofted to right. And Stanton's got it. Jeanette in the third, grand slam off Wainwright. In the fourth, off Gant, 2-run homer. In the sixth, off Gant, solo, and then in the eighth, off John Brabia, 2-run homer. So I guess he did everything but the 3-run homer. I think he had a single in there for a run scoring hit. That's going to drive in at least one. Baez scores. Happ is in. They're pouring it on now, 10-2.
And no answers from the Marlin bullpen for the Cub hitters tonight. They're doing a lot of damage after Jeff Locke kind of hung in there into the middle innings, pitching scoreless baseball into the fifth, but it has been an onslaught since then. Six hits in this inning, 4 doubles here in the seventh.
One and 0 on Bryant. And Jeanette in the first inning tonight singled in Billy Hamilton. Deep left. And caught by Ozuna. But the Cubs put up 6 in the seventh and lead this game 10-2.
The first Binny's laid down roots in the shadow of Wrigley Field in 1948. Still family owned, Binny's has become Chicago's #1 destination for wine, spirits, and beer. Binny's Beverage Depot, helping you celebrate the best times of your life.
Hi, Lauren. My husband has been driving his Honda Accord for quite a while, and we think it's time for something new.
Now's the best time to get a great deal on the 2017 Honda Accord. Name one of Car and Driver's 10 best 31 times.
That's nice. But you know how much I love driving my baby.
Even though it gets great mileage and a rear view camera comes standard?
Well, life is about moving on. Let's test drive this beauty.
Find the perfect Accord for you at the Honda Perfect Accord sales event happening right now at your local Honda dealer.
Okay, got it. Rumor confirmed. They're playing.
What?
We gotta go.
Where?
San Francisco.
When?
Friday.
We gotta go.
Any airline, any hotel, anytime. Go where you want, when you want, with no blackout dates. The Travel Rewards credit card from Bank of America. It's travel better connected.
I gotta make a lot of tough calls. Does Italian beef go better with Chianti or with a floral Chablis? Shopping at Binny's Beverage Depot is always the easy call. Don't argue with the ump. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Play ball.
We are back. Apply for an all-digital, no-fee loan now at eclicklending.com. eClick is located right here in Chicagoland and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. eClick Lending. Your mortgage just happened.
Well, the Cubs offense exploding in the seventh to hopefully put this one away, as Ian Happ now will play left after walking and scoring, and Justin Grimm will take over.
Yeah, overall, the number's not pretty for Justin, and had the demotion to AAA. Really threw the ball well on Sunday, I thought. Could be the beginning of something good for him. Busting that fastball, outer third, down around the knees.
A strike on D. Gordon. This would be a 5-0 start to a 10-game homestand. Coming after an 0-6 road trip to California.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I say again, ooh. It's a good pitch.
Doing Horseshack here.
That's a strike. A tip of the cap to the old professor, Casey Stengel. On this date in 1918, literally tipped his cap, much to the delight of the Brooklyn fans.
Backhanded play, Baez. Got him.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow, that guy's fast, and he beat him by a full step.
How about that play? How about that play with D. Gordon going down the line? This is electric.
He was your pick on In the Loop.
Yeah, that's big time.
Stanton, the batter. Okay, so 1918. So it's just the 99th anniversary, right?
Okay, yeah, Casey had spent the first 6 years of his career with Brooklyn, and he got traded to Pittsburgh. In his first at bat back in Brooklyn with Pittsburgh, he doffs his cap at home plate, and a bird flies out. But I just think about the baseball life of Casey Stengel. Started his professional career in 1910 as a minor league player. Ended it as a manager of the Mets in 1965.
Pretty amazing.
10 pennants, I think, with the Yankees, 6 or 7 World Series titles.
Did he know the bird was in there?
He must have
assumed that he did.
He must have had a buddy that was a magician or something.
Stanton turns away. The pitch is off the inside corner. Ball 4. And it brings up Yelich.
Stengel credited by many with platooning. Also credited by many with butchering the English language with his Stengelese.
Contreras will walk the ball back to his pitcher.
He managed the expansion Mets, of course, and it was asked about a couple of his young players, and I don't remember the line exactly, but something to the effect of, this player, he's a 22-year-old young man, and in a few years he's got a chance to be a really good one, and this other young man, he's 21 years of age, and in 10 years he's got a chance to be 31.
The secret of managing is to keep the guys who hate you away from the guys who are undecided. Swing and a miss. Yelich gone. Ozuna with 2 outs takes a strike on the curveball. Final game of the series tomorrow night. Jose Orena and John Lackey in a battle of right-handers. Orena 3-2 with a .380. Lackey 4-5 with a .490. It'll be a 7:05 first pitch. One and two.
Good try. That's the one. And he missed there, but the ability to bang away at that outside corner down around the knees.
And he curved him and carved him up. A couple of strikeouts in the 8th for Grimm. 10-2 Cubs.
Right now at Feldco, it's Grand Slam Savings.
Call 866 for Feldco.
For a very limited time, you can save $1,000 on Feldco windows with a $1,000 instant savings card. Plus pay no interest for 1 year. It's Grand Slam Savings.
These Grand Slam savings won't last long, so hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
This is what precision looks like, helping you see what's hard to see. Thanks to Terrain Denali's Side Blind Zone Alert that uses radar to watch your blind spots. So it's true, Mom does have eyes in the back of her head. The GMC Terrain with rear vision camera, child safety locks, StabiliTrack, theft deterrent system, and more. Or get this low mileage lease on this Terrain SLE1 for around $199 per month. Plus, current GMC or non-GM lessees can get $1,500 additional lease cash.
I was dreaming of bigger things and want to leave my old life behind.
Freedom is never far away. Take one drive in the most awarded and best-selling SUV brand and discover that the world is your backyard. Hurry in for great deals now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. Now get $4,000 total cash allowance or 0% financing for 60 months on the 2017 Jeep Cherokee.
Hi everyone, Luke and Layla with an In the Loop update presented by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values.
Tonight, the final installment of Colt Kyler's Field of Dreams journey to Wrigley Field airs on our show.
Plus, Mitch Trubisky is already taking reps with the second team at Bears OTAs.
And after a wild play in the Sox game in Tampa, we take a look back at some other notable moments in games involving Chicago and Florida teams. Let's get back out to Wrigley and Len and JD.
Thanks, guys. Time now for our hefty home run. And Cubs didn't have any, and then Anthony did that, and all of a sudden they had 3. That's their home run of the game. Number 13 for Big Riz, and clearly was excited about it.
He's knocked in 4 since the 5th. McGowan in his second inning of work. Ground ball into shallow right. Up by Gordon. 1 away.
The Braves put Bartolo Colon on the disabled list. Father Time finally catching up with the big guy. Put up some pretty ugly numbers so far this year. Wilson 0 for 3. He reached on an error and scored back in the 5th.
Two and nothing. Scalded out in the center. Good contact for the Cubs tonight.
Jason Hayward looking for a 4-hit night. 3 out of 4, 2 doubles and a single. Blistered the ball off the wall and right for his double last time up.
Center. Ozuna will make the catch. Contreras back to first. 2 outs. And now Almora, 1 out of 3 with a walk and a run. In on the hands and fought off foul. All-time series going back to 1993 is pretty tight. Will win the night. The Cubs would be 3 over versus the Marlins all-time. 95 and 92. 4-game series coming up later this month at Marlins Park. Where you get John Jay, a rare start. Almora his 2nd in a row. And the Cubs putting up 10 tonight. Almora hustling, but he's thrown out by Riddle. To the 9th. All Cubs this evening.
So why do your low fares come with 2 free bags unlike the other guys?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
Why do your low fares stay so low?
'Cause I know I can treat you better.
Why am I wasting time with that other airline?
When you should be with me instead.
Yes. What? Southwest.
Hey, Chicago. Say yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
The blades of a combat chopper spin at 380 RPMs. Not even close to an Echo trimmer. Now that's shock and awe. Power on and on.
Well, I love it. This piece is so you.
I know, right? I saw it and I was just like, oh, I have to have it.
Is it suede? Suede. Love suede.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Well, I love it. This piece is so you. I know, right? I saw it and I was like, have to have it. Is it suede? It's suede. I love suede.
That's why we're there with renter's insurance when things go wrong, but also here with a rewards credit card to help life go right. State Farm.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed on nights that start out as afternoons. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Get ready for an exciting Cubs finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
The toast of the game is presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Anthony Rizzo giving the Cubs the lead and electrifying this crowd. And they've had a lot of moments to celebrate on this homestand. 4 RBIs over the course of 2 at-bats in the 5th and the 7th for Rizzo. Benny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs, and here's Hector Rondon to try to get the final 3 outs.
Well, Hector gets an opportunity to shake some hands after the ball game here as he works the 9th inning. He's 1-1 with a .479 earned run average. 20 2/3. He's allowed 17 hits, 8 walks, 26 punch outs. 4 of those hits have ended up in the seats. Real Muto, Riddle, and Moore. Cubs bullpen pretty well rested, aside from Mike Montgomery, because he did all the heavy lifting in the ball game last night, getting 10 outs, and Mike becoming the first pitcher since 2011 to have 2 saves of 10 outs or more in the same season.
That's been his specialty.
Have to nickname him Old School.
Real Muto with a leadoff triple and a run in the 7th. We got an RBI and a fielder's choice in the 1st. So part of both run-scoring innings for the Marlins, who haven't done much with the bats in this series. 3 runs combined. That's a strike.
And just 3 hits all night long for the Fish here tonight.
Wind still blowing in, maybe harder than at any point tonight. Popped them up right side, and it's Rizzo over near the tarp. Didn't scale it this time, and that wind carried it right out of play.
It looked like he was just going to be able to reach across and snag it, but between the spin and the wind, just beyond his reach.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Robbie Ray went into his start tonight 23 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings over his last 3 starts. And he gave up a run in the 4th inning tonight, so he got to almost 27 innings before allowing a run. The Diamondbacks lead the Padres 7-1 in Phoenix in the 4th.
Yeah, I bet you fantasy players have been snapping him up. He's a talented kid. You kind of see this coming.
Masahiro Tanaka took the loss tonight to the Red Sox 5-4. That is his 5th consecutive loss. He's 5-6 with a .655. Drew Pomerantz got the win. Swing and a miss. 1 away.
Well, Grimm finished his outing with a couple of strikeouts. Rondon starts his with a swing and a miss of Real Muto out in front of that slider.
.54 degrees at game time in the Bronx. So it's not just cold in the Midwest. June 6th, 54 at game time.
Hey, June 6th, happy birthday to my cousin Mush. Big Cub fan.
Happy birthday. Ground ball. It's knocked down by Rizzo, and he will have time to get Riddle.
Well, perseverance here for the big guy. Mishandles, but quickly scrambles over. Rondon does a good job of getting to and hanging on to the base.
June 6th, we also remember D-Day. 73rd anniversary. Invasion at Normandy. June 6th, 1944. 2 down, 9th inning. Here's the first baseman, Tyler Moore. Foul strike. Two. Arrieta, Dunsing, Strop, Grimm, and Rondon. Rondon has it. They'll flip to Rizzo. Cubs win. Cubs win. They've got a season-best 5-game winning streak. Still tied with Milwaukee atop the division. 30 up, 27 down.
Yeah, just a solid performance tonight. A competitive game into the middle innings. Arrieta and Locke hooked up in a pretty good pitcher's duel. Then the Cubs explode with 2 huge innings. And Jake Arrieta, rock solid tonight, allowed just 2 hits, 2 runs in 6 innings to pick up his 6th win. And the thing about Arrieta that you really had to like tonight was all the outs on the ground. That's when he's at his best.
Well, the Cubs have been involved in a lot of sweeps. Got swept in L.A. and San Diego. They came home, swept the Cardinals, and they've got a chance to get the brooms out tomorrow night against the Marlins.
And John Lackey taking the hill tomorrow against the Fish, looking to keep this good run going. Contributions from just about everybody in the starting lineup here tonight. Hayward with 3 hits. Brian had a big night. Anthony drove in 4. John Jay getting a start. Solid effort tonight.
Our On the Diamond interview is presented by James and Sons Fine Jewelers, and we have a frequent guest. Go ahead, Kelly.
We do. Anthony, 10 runs on 11 hits tonight. You got the scoring started with that 3-run homer there in the 5th. But from there, what did you see from guys at bats tonight that allowed you to keep the line moving?
Really good at bats. This is a night where the score is supposed to be 3-2. The wind the way it's blowing. Chris hit a couple balls there that just died down, and everyone just stayed short, stayed with their approach, and that's what we do. It was only a matter of time before we started stringing together good at bats, and it's contagious, and we really want to just keep it going.
So many contributions up and down the lineup, but a guy who had another big night tonight, 3 hits, 2 RBI. Jason Hayward, what do you love most about seeing him have so much success this year at the plate?
I love his solid approach every day. His routine, he's very consistent, and he just keeps chipping away, and that's it. That's all you got to do is, or all you really can do is have a good routine, and he does it, and he's very professional about it.
Okay, you guys are off to a 5-0 start in this homestand. After a difficult road trip, what has been the biggest difference, do you think?
Home cooking. I think it's the fans here at Wrigley. I think we're a different ball club here this year. We'll figure it out on the road, but it's really nice to play well at home and in front of these fans at Wrigley Field.
All right, well, we'll look to keep it rolling. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate it.
There you go, guys. Not the DJing by this guy though, right? That can't be it.
You could have asked him about his musical tastes. He was at U2 the other night. I'm in. I'm all good. Thanks, Kelly. As Anthony gets a gift card courtesy of James & Sons Fine Jewelers. So for JD, for Kelly, and our entire CSN crew here at Wrigley Field, Len Casper with your final score. The Cubs 10, the Marlins 2. We're back with you Thursday evening, 6:30 for a pregame coverage as the Rockies come to town for the weekend. We've got more to come. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live is next.
Well, that's finding a way to get it done. Jake Arrieta looked very, very good again. And the Cub offense breaks out in a big way after starting slowly earlier. It's Cap and David DeJesus with you. All right, the pitching was good. Jake, everyone wanted to see him continue to do well, but the offense came alive.
I mean, the big swing of the day was the Rizzo 3-run homer. That got it going, and guys fed off that. You were just having good at-bats after that, and just one hit brings that momentum to the lineup.
Yeah,
and you
relaxed everybody.
You see how good this lineup is when they get going. It's just got to be consistent with it each and every day.
Good approach. All right, Cubs get it done.
Yeah, baby.
They get another win. The Toga gets another win. 5-0, baby.
Something's up. Something's up.
Power of Greece, power of the Toga. Come back. We'll have the post-game show for you coming up next.
Who provides the best entertainment and internet experience? Best in-home Wi-Fi experience? Lets you stream on 5 devices at once? Brings you Netflix on X1 and 75 megabits per second in the most popular packages? No question. Xfinity stacks up where AT&T doesn't. Get all these great reliable features and fast internet for an incredible price. Get up to 75 megabits per second download speed. Compare that to AT&T and get X1 and voice for $30 each for 1 year when you bundle all 3. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
How do you become America's best-selling brand? You make it for those who don't always look out for themselves. You make it detect what they don't. You make it for 3 rows of precious cargo. Going further for whatever life throws at you. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get an Escape with 0% financing for 72 months or up to $5,062 in total savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Menards is your one-stop home improvement center. And now during our construction sale, you'll save big on everything for your home. From lumber to lights, doors to floors, paint to power tools. Menards has it all. Like this standard mount starter kit from TowSmart with receiver, hitch pin, and 2-inch ball. $9.99 after rebate. Keep your chainsaw running smoothly with big savings on FVP bar and chain oil. $4.99 a gallon. Now during Menards construction sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Inside the rack houses of Jim Beam, every barrel's aged 4 long years for a fuller, smoother flavor. Our history's made from the inside. How will you make yours?
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Toyota. Tested. Trusted. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places. And by State Farm. Here to help life go right. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
scores. Almora coming around third. It's a two-run double for Baez, and they have busted it wide open.
Yeah, they blow out the Marlins tonight. Cubs win their 5th straight. Power of the toga, baby. 10 to the final. 10-11-1. A whole lot better than 2-3-1. Cubs 30-27. The Marlins fall to 24-33. Arrieta over Locke.
Toga, 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 toga,
All right.
Wow. Wow. Cubs get it done. The power of the toga. Luke Stuckmeyer introduced me to the concept of wearing a toga because I was in Greece last week. Cubs had lost 6 straight. Since I embraced the concept of the toga, 5-0, baby.
There's something to it right now. There's powers of the toga. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to step up.
Well, Cubs keep doing their part. At some point, I may be sitting here in a toga hosting the Career Post Game show. We'll see. David Kaplan, David DeJesus with you. All right, let's talk about Jake. He was really, really good tonight. He's not 95, 96, but he's finding a way to get that bite back on his pitches.
Yeah, that was the big thing today, the ground balls. Guys were just getting on top of that ground ball, burying it into the ground. Addison Russell had a lot of plays at short today, and that's when you know it's going good. It's coming in like a strike, and at the end, it bears down. They swing right over top of it, and that's an out.
Yeah, he looks really, really good the last 2 starts. Time for our Gerber Collision and Glass play of the game. As David said a minute ago, this was the big play in the game. Even though they scored 10 runs, they're struggling, 1-0. Jeff Locke with 2 outs trying to get one past Anthony Rizzo, and that ball's gone. 3-run jack. Rizzo is fired up. Yeah. That ball just right in his go zone.
Yeah, change up, belt high, and that was Anthony coming into the game. Anthony has hit Locke pretty good, and that was that spark. That was that moment, and they didn't stop after that.
All right, look at his numbers. Against Jeff Locke, who spent a lot of his career with the Pirates, 33 plate appearances. He's in 379, got 5 bombs, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, an OBP of 424, and a slug of 1,000. Second most home runs versus any pitcher. He's got 7 against Willie Peralta in his career. So he liked seeing Jeff Locke, and Jeff Locke does not want to face Anthony Rizzo.
No, from now on, Locke's going to be way more hit that corner or just walk him.
Yeah, just take your base.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Also still in the 5th, after Wilson Contreras reached on an error, Jason Hayward sends one to the wall in right center field. Contreras rolls around to score. It's 4-1. That sent Locke to the showers. Jay Hay, a 105.9 exit velocity. He only did that 27 times all last year. Good to see.
Yeah, that's a confident hitter right now, driving the ball, not just getting those base hits, but driving it, doing damage, and it's great to see him being able to square balls up like that.
Bottom of the 7th, after a Bryant double, Rizzo hits a soft single to right, just puts the ball in play. Chris Bryant comes in to score, and it is 5 to Chicago.
That's, no outs, bottom of the 7th. That's when you have to stamp on their neck. You have to put them away, and that's what they did in this inning. They were able to put a 6th spot.
Later in the 7th, Hayward doing it again. His 3rd hit of the ballgame off the wall, drives in Rizzo. It's 6-2 Cubs, and that's another ball that he hit hard. 3 hits, 2 doubles. Good to see.
Yes, and I think he moved up to the 5th spot today, so he's just getting more comfortable. And you see the confidence growing each and every swing.
After Hayward, Javi Baez came to the plate. He's going to have a 2-run double. That's going to break this thing open. It is an 8-2 game. Smokes that one down the line. Javi is starting to play good baseball.
Yeah, and he's not trying to do too much with the ball there. The guy hung a slider, didn't try to take that big swing, just met it, stayed inside the ball, and kept it fair.
It's just a nice piece of hitting.
That's a great job right
Solid.
there.
And not to be outdone, John Jay, who's off to a really good start in his first year with the Cubs. John Jay piles on with a 2-run double. That ball is smoked into the gap. He's going to get all the way to the wall. John Jay's been a good pickup.
Yeah, John Jay in that inning where Rizzo hit the 3-run homer, 2-out walk. Then
and a really
Bryant,
nice job on that walk.
Yes, he was battling, took some good pitches. Bryant walked, big home run. So he was the catalyst for that inning.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about Javi Baez, who really has solidified this team in so many ways. He's an elite defender. I think it's 6 years ago today that the Cubs drafted him. And elite defender. Addison Russell's had some shoulder issues this year. He's scuffling offensively. So there have been days they say, Addy, you take a day. We're going to put Javi at short. Then we're going to give Ben a day or put him in the outfield. And Javi, you play second. Chris is going to take a day so you can play some third. He gets so much done for this team, and he's really coming into his own as an offensive player.
He's such a luxury to have. He's a guy that can play the game at a high level and have fun playing it. He brings energy to the game.
He does.
And I know he's one of the third most or top 10 in jersey sales.
Yep.
So people go to the stadium to watch him play, and when he's playing good, he's a sight to see.
Yeah, people I think feed off him, Wilson Contreras, that type of passion and energy. UPS Store, taking care of business, player of the game. We are going to give this to, how about Jake Arrieta? He was really good. Gave up a run in the first, a 30-pitch first. It looked like, oh boy, what's going to happen here tonight? Just didn't quite have anything locked in command-wise early.
Yeah.
But then he found it, settled down, and he was really good.
Yeah, his ERA coming into the game in the first inning was above an 8. So he got that one, and he could have got a little rocky there, but he was able to get that fastball command, get 0-1 in the count, and as the game went on from the second to the 7th inning, he retired 16 in a row, and only 2 guys hit it into the outfield.
Okay, so 34 pitches in the first inning, 31 pitches in innings 2, 3, 4.
I mean, that's efficient, and that's Jake Arrieta at his best. Not trying to do too much, get that run, let them bang it in the grounds like that all game long.
6 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned, 5 Ks, 3 walks, 100 pitches, a solid night's work. Really nice job. Look at his last 4 starts. 2-1 with a 263 in 24 innings. 17 hits in those 24 innings. 27 Ks to 7 walks. He has allowed 3 home runs, but 6+ innings in each of his last 5 starts.
Maybe right now at that time after that long run last year, maybe now he's starting to get that feel. And he's rolling, he's pitching confident right now, and this is a different Jake right now that we're seeing.
To see the bite on some of his breaking stuff, that's where he makes his hay.
Yep.
All right, let's hear from Joe Madden as he meets the media.
Offense did a couple other things. Nice. I mean, just to really have some balls land on the grass and score runs that way, that was kind of nice to do. Hayward really was all over that 98-mile-an-hour fastball that ball down the right field line. I loved it. KB was on top of everything also, and of course Riz turned the game around. But yeah, we were really, as the game was in progress, because Locke was pitching very well, and all of a sudden we obviously Riz's home run is like a little bit of a staggering blow right there. But I loved our approach. I thought we were good all night. John Jay, I mean, had some bad luck, but the 2-out walk was a big part of that rally also. It was the rally. So up and down the lineup, I thought we swung the bats well. Javi double. Amora got his knock. Did a nice job. Jake was good. I mean, that first inning, the walks, and then we did not turn a double play. That kind of messed with us a little bit, but typically he settles in pretty well. I was really looking to get 7 right there. I mean, just the triple to start the inning. It was just the most wrong thing to have happen right there, but it did. And then trying to spot up Dunce on a left-on-left situation. I think they gave him an error, but that ball was hit pretty good, I thought. And then Stropey, once again, is a linchpin. Now, you look at the final score and you see it's a lopsided victory, but not when Stropey was in that game. What he did was outstanding. Double play, double, and then a punch-out of Suzuki. So he did a great job again.
All right, time for our Elk Grove Village pitching recap. Let's look at the numbers. Jeff Locke, 4 2/3. He hit a wall in that 5th inning. 4 hits, 3 earned, 3 Ks, 4 walks, 89 pitches. Jake Arrieta, that 100-pitch outing, 6 innings, just 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 punch-outs, and 3 walks, and he picks up a much-needed W. By the way, shout out to my man Nick Friedel and his lovely mother Donna. They're watching the post-game show down at their palatial home down in Orlando, Florida. So, Nick, we'll see you back here in the studio soon, buddy. Time for a break here on Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We will be right back.
Cubs Post-Game Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
It's true. They're you. A touch by something that can grow and bloom in you. These are days.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste. To be enjoyed from first game to last call. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Whatever you're getting ready for, come into Supercuts for our attention to detail and signature hot towel finish. So you're not just ready, but super ready. Check in online today.
If you love to watch what you want, when you want it, anywhere you want, Xfinity is the clear choice with this incredible offer. Get internet and TV with a choice of HBO or Showtime for just $29.99 a month. Download the Xfinity Stream app and your content is mobile. Ask how to get up to 75 megabits of download speed for just $10 more a month for 12 months. Get started today with in-home internet service of 25 megabits per second, all for just $29.99 per month for 1 year. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Only here for a blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Blue dress.
Sometimes it's hard to leave Goodwill with just one thing.
Ah, blue dress.
But it's okay. With your Club Goodwill Rewards card, you can earn points with every purchase for even more savings.
You always amaze me.
Subscribe to the Cubs Talk podcast on iTunes or the Google Play Store today.
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not? Well, who's hot? How about Chris Bryant? 333 on Tuesdays this season, 11 for 33, 3 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, and a 1088 OPS. Who's not? Cole Calhoun. Don't even get out of bed on Tuesday, kid. 100, 4 for 40, 11 strikeouts, and just a woeful 315 OPS. Speaking of scalding hot.
Jeanette waiting. Got a fastball. And bye-bye, baby! And that ball is tagged into right center field. Is this going to go? You got to be kidding. Now this one down the left field line. Has he done it again? He has done it again! Liner to right field. Jeanette, the first red ever, with 4 home runs in a game. Unbelievable. Can you believe it?
Love hearing Tom Brenneman on the call. Can you believe it? Scooter Jeanette had 5 hits, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs tonight. That is sick.
Scooter Jeanette?
Yeah.
Oof. Man, that's one of those days you try to remember, and because that's never going to happen again. That's an epic game.
He is also the most home runs by a player nicknamed Scooter in baseball history. He was tied with Phil Rizzuto, the great Phil Rizzuto, who I believe is in the Hall of Fame. He was tied with him going into the game tonight at 38 career home runs. He's now at 42.
I mean, that's impressive. He went all fields. He's a second baseman. A little second baseman, all fields. That was one of those days.
You need to make a comeback.
Hey, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about
Time for our Jim Beam winning box score. John Jay, a 1 for 4 night, had a double, big double. Chris Bryant, a 2 for 3 with a double, a couple of walks, and scored 2. Riz, a 2 for 5 night with a big 3-run home run and that hit. Wilson Contreras, a 1 for 5. Jason Hayward, a great night, 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Knox for Almora and Javi Baez. Time for our James & Sons Fine Jewelers Fielding Gem. Javi Baez had a nice one in the 8th, but we're going to go back to 3rd. John Carlos Stanton with a smash. Chris Bryant, diving stop, guns him out. That was a sweet play.
That's a heck of a play. Laid out, and you know Stanton can run. So he's got to get up, put it on the money, and he did it right there, and that was a heck of a play.
Yeah, that was a big-time stop. All right, got to grab a timeout. We'll come back. A lot more to do. Cubs Post Game Live rolls on, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield.
The Honda Perfect Accord sales event is your chance to get an incredible deal on the Accord, which has been named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record-breaking 31 times. To celebrate, we have amazing offers on the Honda Accord, which has a 5-star overall vehicle score. The Honda Accord is also the best-selling car in its class. Race in to the Honda Perfect Accord sales event and get a great deal on the Accord today at your Honda dealer.
So I'm never gonna let you go. I'll hold you forever. Oh, baby, I'm gonna let you know we belong together. We belong together.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. That's why State Farm protects them together to help life go right. Combine and save. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
When my hair gets too long, I lose my edge. But when my cut's right, I'm right. I'm back to being me. My dimples activate. My cleft chin becomes cleftier. I get a twinkle on my tooth, and I speak fluent French. Garbage, chaise lounge, mayonnaise.
Au revoir. Get in, get out, back to greatness. Download the online check-in app. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
We, the device-loving people, want more than just unlimited data. We want unlimited entertainment.